Welcome to Nomis Academy. This time we'll be dealing with total surface area of a torus. What do I mean by a torus? A torus is a donut shaped like figure. Like what we are seeing on our whiteboard is what we mean by torus. So we've seen that there are some figures that we need to learn the total surface area. They are not usual like the triangle, the circle, the rectangle that we have, and yet the total surface area is needed to be calculated. So let us see how this can be calculated. This torus now a donut shaped area like the tube of a tire. So for us to calculate the total surface area of this surface area of torus. So for us to calculate the total surface area, we need to consider this formula. Total surface area of torus is equal to total surface area of torus is equal to 4 pi squared r. Now what are these? 4 pi is 3.142 or 22/7 as the case may be. Remember that pi is the ratio of circumference to diameter and it is constant for all circular objects. Now the r in this formula, the capital letter R, is the major radius. And what do I mean by major radius? If we go back to this donut shaped figure that we have here, you can see that from the very center of the inner part of this torus, of this donut shaped figure, to the center here is where we have the major radius. However, the inner structure of the torus is circular, and there is also from the point of the circumference of the circular inside to the center of the same inside we have another radius. Remember what a radius is. A radius is a line drawn from the circumference of a circle to the center of the circle. So since the internal structure of torus is circular and the external structure still makes it look circular, so we have major radius and minor radius. So the one that tells us the radius at the bigger part is the major radius and the internal part is the minor radius. So R, capital letter R, is used to denote the major radius. That is the radius from the inner circumference to the center of the external structure of the torus. And the small radius or minor radius is just the radius, a line drawn from the internal circumference to the center of the internal structure of the donut, just as you're seeing it here. So that is the formula to calculate total surface area of a torus. So we multiply 4 by square of the pi by the external radius, that is the major radius, and the internal radius, that is the minor radius. So let's take some example to calculate total surface area of a torus. The first question here asks that calculate the total surface area of a torus whose inner radius is 4 cm and outer radius is 6 cm. So let's go into the solution. So firstly, we'll state the formula. Total surface area of torus is equal to 4 pi squared multiplied by the outer radius and multiplied by the smaller radius. So already we know our given parameters in the question, so let us begin to input the value. 4/1, we know pi is 22/7, so in two places we are going to have multiply by 22/7 multiply by 22/7. So it has been said that the outer radius is 6 cm, so multiply by 6/1, and the inner radius is 4 cm, multiply by 4/1. So here I have 4 multiplied by 22 multiply by 22 multiply by 6 multiply by 4. So let's go into it. That will be 4/1 multiply by divide by 7 multiply by 4/1 and this becomes 88 over 7 multiplied by 132 over 7 multiplied by 4 over 1. So when we multiply the numerator, we're going to have 46,464 divided by 7 times 7 is 49. So 46,464 divided by 49 is equal to 948.24 to 2 decimal place. Now there is a unit for it. Let us locate our unit. Remember that in the bigger radius we should have a centimeter, and in the smaller radius we have centimeters, such that this is 6 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. So having multiplied here, I have centimeter here, I have centimeter here. So here should have been centimeter squared, so that my unit for my final answer is centimeter squared. So that is the answer to that question. Let's take question number 2. Question number 2 says a torus has an inner radius of 3 centimeter. If the outer diameter of the torus is 10 centimeter, what is the total surface area? Okay, let's go into the solution. Having known that total surface area of torus is 4 pi squared, capital letter R, and then multiply by the small letter r. So let's begin to put in 4 over 1 multiply by 22 over 7 multiply by 22 over 7. So the outer radius is what now? To the question, it says the outer diameter of the torus is 10 centimeter. Having known that 2 radius is equals to diameter, therefore I can say that diameter divided by 2 is equals to the radius. So since the diameter is given to be 10 centimeter, so I would divide 10 centimeter by 2 to have the radius. So the radius there is 5 centimeter. So this would be multiply by 5 over 1. Let's cut this part off. Multiply by 3 centimeter over 1. So we have 4 times 22, that should be 88 over 7. Multiply by 22 times 5 is 110 divided by 7 multiplied by 3 over 1. So if you multiply all the numerators that we have 88 multiplied by 330 divided by 49.
So that gives us 29,040 divided by 49. So we have 592.65 centimeters squared to 2 decimal place, and that is the answer.
Has an inner radius of 2 centimeter. If the total surface area of the tube is 2,200 centimeters squared, find the outer diameter of the tube. What does a tube look like? Yes, a torus, donut shape. So I know that to find the solution, I need to introduce total surface area of the torus. So since that the total surface area of the torus or of the tube has been given to be 2,200 centimeters squared, so that is equal to 4 over 1 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 22 over 7. Now the r, which is the outer radius, is not given, and that is what I should look for to get the diameter. And I have known that diameter divided by 2 is equal to this radius, so I can replace this radius here by diameter divided by 2 multiplied by the small radius. The small radius is 2 centimeter, so this will be 2 over 1. So since I have 2, I can say 2 divided by 2. So I'm left with 2,200 centimeters squared equals to 4 times 22 is 88 over 7 times 1 is 7 multiplied by 22 over 7. 22 over 7 multiplied by d. So everything at this side would have to go to the other side, leaving d the subject of the formula. Therefore, this becomes 2200 centimeters squared over 1 divide by, because that's the opposite of moving this to the other side, because this is joined with D by multiplication. So if I'm moving to the other side, it changes to division. So divide by 88 over 7 multiply by 22 over 7. So it's equal to D. So I can simply make the distributive formula to say D is equal to 2200 centimeters squared over 1. Now multiply by, everything here goes up and this one's come down. So that will now be 7 times 7 all over 88 times 22. So I can say 22 here 1, 22 here 100. So I can say 4 here 22 and 4 here 25. So I'm left with D equals to 25 multiplied by 49 all over 22. Now somebody wants to ask, where is our centimeter squared? Remember, we have a centimeter here, so centimeter would have cut 1 centimeter and we're left with 1 centimeter. So we are left with 1 centimeter at the side. So 25 multiplied by 49, 25 multiplied by 49, we have 1225 divided by 22. So that divided by 22. So that is 55.682 to 3 decimal place centimeter. So that is our final answer, 55.628 centimeter to 3 decimal place. I believe you understood all we did about total surface area of torus. If you need to watch the video again, rewatch, write down, check again, and have a rigid knowledge on total surface area of a torus. Bye bye. See you in the next video.